Liked our start at 1-1 straight through to the 2-1. Missed connections on a bunch of stuff. Not that far off it, but bit of a the energy wasn't like the drive. Right, we're trying to make some plays. They didn't go for us. But even with that, there's nothing going on really in the game. It was just a quiet block of the game, which wouldn't be prototypical for our game. So we got a couple of knucklers on you, and you're down 3-1. You're chasing it a bit.
Paul, we talked about Vasilevsky and knowing how good he can be. Just
Yeah.
what was he doing so well, and just what do you guys need to do? Try to get back to how you guys got to him in game one.
I don't think the game one is indicative of the way it would be played if we're on our game. I don't think we're getting 6 on whatever it was, 18 shots. I mean, it's just those aren't relatable. He made a few good saves. I think we were just late on a bunch of either releases on our stick or just some handles around the net. But that's what both of these goalies will do. They'll win hockey games.
And just with Tampa, them down 2-0, you knew they were going to try to come out and make a push. Just what did you see from them? How do you try to counteract that as you guys move to game 4?
I liked our start. I liked the pace of our game. I thought we stopped moving the puck as well as we can in close proximity, just some things that didn't get connected. That's not a hands thing for me. That's more of an emotional thing. You start looking for something a little better. And it slowed our game down. I thought how we moved the puck slowed our game down. And that's it. I don't think that it was, one of the tells always is if you're getting 27 shot blocks, you're late getting it off your stick or into the hole. So that's a number that's important to us. So I don't think we were great. I think offensively we probably generated more tonight than we did in any of the other games. I don't think it's 5-on-5 from an even strength perspective. So we got lots of room to get better. I'm sure they do too. So I'm not feeling today like there's an aberration to how I thought this would go. This is going to be a grinder straight through.
And Coach, this is the first time we've seen the full group play together in a long time. I know the result wasn't there, but what do you see just in terms of potential for this group now that you are, knock on wood, healthy?
I mean, it's incrementally better, the lineup, than it was. If you take a guy out, you're not quite as good, but there's not a huge range. You put one player in and you go from 0 to 100. I thought we'll get better.
It seemed like today was maybe the most physical and feisty game of the series so far.
I didn't feel that at all. I thought it was really, really quiet. I didn't feel the intensity of the hitting was much. There was a different kind of puck control. There wasn't as much time on the walls. There wasn't as much forechecking because there were more controlled entries kind of going both ways. I like in terms of heavy hits, there's not one that really pops out at me. So I mean, there was some chirping, but even with that, it was minor.
You made a decision to take Mackey off the power play and put him on the fourth line. I mean, is there something more you want to see out of him?
He's fine. He's learning his way through his first run in the playoffs. Didn't mind his first game. Didn't love the next one. Kind of fell into that tonight. That's all part of it. You go back a couple of years ago, Anton Lundell got scratched for some games too, and turned out to be okay.
Hey, Paul, to follow up on what Adam was asking about the physicality, like the hitting in between the whistles may not be big, but it does feel like the fighting and the stuff after the whistles is picking up. And do you feel like that's just going to kind of keep increasing as the series goes on, or thoughts on like what Chucky did?
I thought there was way more of that in game 2. There were at least 6 scrums before they got a penalty, I think, toward the end of the second period in game 2. Brad gets called on the first one, and then I didn't think there was much after. That's my sense. I didn't feel that it was like that powder keg that was going to blow up. I thought it was kind of like, pretty tight, actually.